Hello friends, welcome to Tamso TV online tutorials. To my returning subscribers, thank you for always stopping by, and if this is your first time coming across this channel, you are welcome. Please subscribe and hit on the notification bell for updates whenever we upload a new video. This channel is dedicated mainly for general craft work and DIY such as headwears, bags, baby accessories, beddings, and others. Today we are going to be learning how to make garment or suit bag. Materials needed for this project is my leather. I'm using a shiny taffeta leather, satin taffeta leather rather. I'm using a satin taffeta leather. Then our zip cloth, our zip head, belt, that is our taping, and our belt, tape rule, and scissors. Measurement needed for this project is 19 inches on fold, 19 inches on fold, but when you open it up it is 38 inches, 19 inches on fold by 23 inches, by 23 inches, 19 inches on fold by 19 inches by 23 inches. So we are going to cut two pieces of this measurement, two pieces. This one 38 inches by 19 inches, 38 inches by 19 inches. One is for the front and one is for the back panel. One is for the front panel and one for the back panel. So the next thing I went ahead to do, remember our measurement is 23 inches by 38 inches long. So I went ahead to fold it into two. The part that is 23 inches, you fold it like so into two. And the next thing, from this edge, you measure 1 inch down, 1 inch down. From this edge, you measure 1 inch down. Hope you can see. Then from this edge, you measure 2 inches. You link it up to the 1 inch. Then you make it like an arc. You can see what I'm doing. Then you cut it off. This is it. This is it. Then the next thing we are going to do, we are working on the front panel, remember. We're working on the front panel first. So the next thing we are going to do now, I'm going to divide this part. Remember I folded it into two. I'll divide it into two equal parts. So I've divided it into two equal parts. This is it. So now the front panel is now into two equal parts. We'll go and fix our zip cloth to it. But let me give us the measurement of our zip cloth. These are zip cloth. We are fixing two zip head. I've already fixed one on this part of the zip cloth. I'll fix this other one in my hand on this other part. Then the measurement of our zip cloth is 34 inches. So we'll have a small piece of leather that we'll use as our zip stopper, as our stopper. It measures 2 inches by 3 inches. If there is any excess, we'll cut it off at the end. So this is how we'll attach the stopper first. I'll go to my sewing machine and I'll place the right side of this leather on the right side of the zip. Then the down part, each one has 2 parts. The right side, I face it to the wrong side of my zip, like so. Remember, right side of this leather to right side of the zip, right side of the first leather to right side of the zip, right side of the second leather to wrong side of the zip. Then I will stitch like this. I will stitch like this and flip it. After stitching, I'll flip it over like so and top stitch on it. The same thing I did on this part, I will do on this other part. After fixing my zip head, then I'll do the same thing I did on this part on this other part. Then after doing that, I will take my front panel, my 2 front panel. Remember, we've divided it into two parts. Then after attaching the zip stopper, then I'll place the wrong side of my leather to the wrong side of my zip and stitch it all the way down along the 38 inches. I'll stitch it all the way down. At the end of the day, it will now be like this. It will now be like this. That's how it will look like at the end of the day. Then I will take my tape and cover it up. And cover it up like this. The same thing I did on this part. On this part, I'll pick the second part of the front panel and do same thing. Stitch it wrong side to wrong side. Wrong side. Hope you're seeing it. Wrong side to wrong side, and I'll still go ahead to tape it the way I did. I'll just go and do this once. The sewing the zip, the stopper to the zip clothes, attaching the zip head on the other side, doing the same thing, then attaching the zip to the front panel. Then I'll come back and show us the outcome. I've gone ahead to see my stopper. I have attached my stopper on both sides. On both sides, the up and the down. The up and the down. And I've also attached my zip clothes and zip heads. And also tape it. See the taping makes it look neat both in and out. Look at it. Makes it look neat both in and out. Is it? So that is that for our front panel. Lest I forget, I made this curvy edge off camera, but I'll be doing it on the back panel so that we'll see how I was able to achieve this curvy round. So the next thing I'm going to do on this front panel is to take my taping again. Take my taping again to tape this. Remember this 1 inch by 2 inches. I'm going to tape this rough part. Tape it round like this, like so. That is how I'm going to tape it on my sewing machine. I'm going to do that. Then that is for the front panel. That is the only thing remaining for the front panel, just to tape that up. Then the back, that takes us to our back panel. So I fold it into two on the 39 parts. Then I'll have to fold again over on the 23 parts, making it into 4. So what I'm going to do now is, after folding it into 4, make sure these edges are equal. Just make sure the edges are equal. Then you take your round object, whatever round object you have, you place on that edges, and you just make an arc with the round object. Then you cut it off. I'll do that and I'll get back to us. I've gone ahead to curve the edges like I told us. See the edges with the, after marking, I cut it out. So the next thing we are going to do is to mark 4 inches. 4 inches. 4 inches straight on the part that is 23 inches. Then you get the midpoint, which is this. Divide, that is 23 divided by 2. This is the midpoint of it. After getting the midpoint, from this midpoint now you mark 3 inches. 3 inches. Then you mark another 3 inches. Mark 3 inches on the right hand side and on the left hand side. This is it. Then what we are going to do next, this is our handle. Our handle is 22 inches. Our handle is 22 inches. So what we are going to do now, we'll cut 2 pieces of our handle, 22 inches, one for the other side and one for this other side. So what we are going to do now, you place your belt from this 4 inches that you marked. You place your belt from these 4 inches that you marked, and you're going to stitch on the sewing machine. Stitch. When you get to this 3 inches you marked, you insert your handle. Before you get to that 3 inches, sorry, you insert your handle like this and stitch on it. Then do the same thing. You turn, make sure you turn the handle very well so that it will be the same. That's how you're going to stitch it down. Stitch this other part too down. The same thing you did on this part of the back panel is the same thing you're going to do on this other part, this also other down of the back panel. You're going to measure your 4 inches and divide it, mark your 3 inches and attach your handle and the belt. I'll go do that and get back to us to show us the final, how it looks like. Okay, I've gone back to tape it, just like I told us. I've taped this front panel, that small part. Then also I have also gone ahead to attach the handle that I showed us in both sides of the handle, the up and the down of the handle. So the next thing we are going to do now is to take our back panel. This is our back panel. Remember, we turn it, let the right side face down. Let the right side face down while the wrong side faces up. Then you take your front panel, let the wrong side face the back panel while the right side face up. That is right side, wrong side facing each other. Then you come to this part. I hope you can see it very well. Come to this part now. You stitch from here, down. Stitch it from here, down, round, all around, round till you get to this point. You stitch and come to this side until you get to this point. While stitching, make sure they are all equal on the sides. Then after stitching it, you now attach your belt, your taping. You tape it like this, same thing round. And in the taping, while you're taping it, you tape it round. Don't stop here while you're taping it. Tape to this point. Tape till you cover this starting point, to maybe to this point. You cover this starting point a bit, like 1/2 inch or 1 inch, so that this place will also look nice, to cover the rough edges. But here will be open, this side will be open for our hanger to pass through. So I'll go do all that and I'll get back and show us the final look. Wow, this is already looking gorgeous. So I've gone ahead to sew it round like I told us, and I've taped it to make it look neat. It's already lovely, as in very lovely. This is it. See the inside of it. So this brings us to the end of our making of garment bag. I'm just going ahead to fix my clothes inside, so we see how it is used. You can use it for your costumes, for your suits, for any of your garments generally. It can help to protect your garment from dust. It can help to protect your garment from dust. Wow. Wow. See how lovely it looks. This is it. See how lovely it looks. See how lovely it looks. See my garment inside. See how lovely. Please, this brings us to the end of our tutorial. You want to carry it, you can carry it to the hanger, or you can use your handle to just carry it. Just carry it. This is how lovely it looks. So this brings us to the end of our tutorials. Please do well to subscribe to this channel, Tamso TV. Like, comment on what will help to improve this channel. Thank you and God bless you till we meet again.